Is he going to blow that for the rest of the time now? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty fantastic. Okay. I think it's all right. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to sing just a handful of worship songs. Cammie asked if we would lead some stuff, so I have a hard time declining. I'm trying to see all the different costumes. I think everybody that's dressed. This is like the king's court over here, I feel like. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love it. All right. Well, let's go ahead and stand. Because I could sit up here like Mr. Olson and just talk and tell funny stories all night, but where's he even at?
He doesn't have to practice.
So we're going to sing Yes, I Will. We're going to declare that we are here to lift up the name of the Most High. Count on one thing, the same God that never fails will not fail me now. He won't fail me now in the waiting. The same God who's never late is working all things out. He's working all things out. Yes, I will lift you high in the lowest valley. Yes, I will bless your name. Yes, I will sing for joy when my heart is heavy all of my days. Oh, yes, I will. I count on one thing, the same God that never fails will not fail me now. He won't fail me now in the waiting. The same God who's never late is working all things out. He's working all things out. Oh yes, I will lift you high in the lowest valley. Yes, I will bless your name. Oh yes, I will sing for joy when my heart is heavy all my days. Oh yes, I will for all my days. Oh yes, I will. I choose to praise, to glorify, glorify the name of all names. Nothing can stand against. I choose to praise, to glorify, glorify the name of all names. Nothing can stand against. I choose to praise, to glorify, glorify the name of all names. Nothing can stand against. I choose to praise, to glorify, glorify the name of all names. Nothing can stand against. Yes, I will. Oh, yes, I will lift you high in the lowest valley. Yes, I will bless your name. Oh, yes, I will sing for joy when my heart is heavy all my days. Oh, yes, I will for all my days. Oh, yes, I hallelujah. I'll raise a hallelujah in the presence of my enemies. I'll raise a hallelujah louder than the unbelief. I'll raise a hallelujah. Weapon is a melody. I'll raise a hallelujah. Heaven comes to fight for me.
I'm gonna sing in the middle of the storm. Louder and louder, you're gonna hear my praises roar. Up from the ashes, hope will arise. Death is defeated, the King is alive.
I'll raise a hallelujah with everything inside of me. I'll raise a hallelujah. I will watch the darkness flee. I'll raise a hallelujah. line in that song about fear. You've lost your hold on me. Who would agree there's a lot of fear gripping our world right now? A lot of fear. Scripture says that there will come a time when men's hearts will fail them because of fear. Boy, there's times I listen to the news and I think, are we there? Yeah. Right. Are we there? Have we come to that point where we have lost our minds to the point that our hearts are failing us for fear? Father, help us. But we can be a light of peace and stability and lack of fear to those that are experiencing that. I hope I don't step on toes. But I firmly believe that if we join in the losing our mind over this virus, they're not going to want the God that we serve. What hope is there in that? We have to be careful, church. Not to poo-poo the virus, not to say it's not a legitimate thing, but we've got to be very careful, choose our words very carefully, to be an example of peace in the midst of this chaos and fear that we're finding our country in. Amen? The song is called "It Is Well." Through it all, my eyes are on you. with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul. It is well, it is well, it is well with my soul. Through it all, my eyes are on you. Through it all, it is well. Through it all, my eyes are on you. It is well with me. Come behold the works of God, the nations at his feet. Breaks the bow and bends the spear and tells the wars to cease. Almighty One of Israel, you are on our side. We walk by faith in God who burns the chariots with fire. Lord of hosts, you're with us in the fire, with us as a shelter, with us in the storm. You will lead us through the fiercest battle. Oh, where else would we go with the Lord of hosts? Oh God of Jacob, fierce and great, you lift your voice to speak. The earth it bows and all the mountains move into the sea. Oh Lord, you know the hearts of men, but still you let them live. God who makes the mountains melt, come wrestle us and win. God who makes the mountains melt, come wrestle us and win. Lord of hosts, you're with us in the fire, with us as a shelter, with us in the storm. You will lead us through the fiercest battle. Oh, where else would we go with the Lord of hosts? The oceans roar, you are the Lord of all, the one who makes the wind and waves and makes my heart be still. The earth gives way, the mountains move into the sea, the nations rage. I know my God is in control. Sing it again, the oceans. The oceans roar, you are the Lord of all, the one who calms the wind and waves and makes my heart beat still. Though the earth gives way, the mountains move into the sea, the nations rage. I know my God
storm. You will lead us through the fiercest battle. Oh, where else would we go with the Lord of For I spoke a word, you were singing over me. You have been so, so good to me. For I took a breath, you breathed your life in me. You have been so, so kind to me. Oh, the overwhelming. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it, till you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. When I was your foe, still your love fought for me. You have been so, so good to me. I felt no one, you paid it all for me. You have been so, so kind to me. Oh, the overwhelming. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it, till you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Yeah. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie
again that there's no shadow you won't light up, no mountain you won't climb up coming after me. No wall you won't kick down, no lie you won't tear down. Sing it out with us. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. Oh, there's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. There's no shadow you won't, there's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. Sing it out, there's no shadow, there's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. Sing, there's no shadow, there's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. There's no shadow, there's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it, still you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Father, thank you for the peace that we can have in you. Regardless of what's happening in the world around us, that our joy can be complete in you. Father, help us to believe. Help us to believe. Increase our faith. Show yourself mighty, powerful in our lives. Give us boldness as you fill us with your Spirit to speak truth, to speak love, to speak peace to those around us. These tumultuous times of turmoil. God, when they look at your people, that they would indeed say, I want what they have. Forgive us when we're unkind. Forgive us when the words that come out of our mouth are not life, are not encouraging. Father, give us your words to speak. That men's and women's hearts that don't know you would be pricked. That they would seek you out. You could show yourself mighty in their life. Father, thank you for this time of celebration tonight, for this festival. That you allow us to gather and enjoy one another's company. You're so good to us, Father. Thank you, through your Son, Yeshua. Amen. Announcement that something else is happening now. So I'm going to leave the stage. Mr. Olson, is it you? It's you. So Mr. Olson is going to, you can have a seat. Mr. Olson is going to come and you're not technically going to read this, correct? You are.
That's correct.
It's kind of an improv thing through the book of, loosely based on the book of Esther, shall I say.
Well, to say it came through the Vulgate and then was translated in Ebonics and back into English, that's the version we're following tonight, more or less. Before we begin, my heart is burning with this from this morning's worship and Jason's talk and this right now. It's just really amazing. Isaiah's calling in Isaiah 6. In the year of King Uzziah's death, I saw the Lord sitting on the throne, lofty and exalted, with the train of his robe filling the temple. That's already quite a picture, but here's the thing. Sarhapanim, or seraphim, sar is our word for where we get a czar, or like a lord or a master. Hapanim, in the very face. So there, in the very face of the Almighty, they stood above him, each having 6 wings, and with 2 he covered his face, with 2 he covered his feet, and with 2 he flew. And one called out to the other and said, I think, okay, what do they have to say to each other? Like they all know the same thing. But it's like this moment when we are overwhelmed. You can't do but bubble over Navi, like the Naviim, the prophets. You can't help but praise. And so here they're bubbling over to each other. And what does he say? Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh is Yahweh Tzebaot, the Lord of hosts. The whole earth is full of his glory. Now remember, this is not the Almighty. This is just one of the princes of the face. And the foundations of the threshold trembled at the voice of him who called out, while the temple was filling with smoke. And just think of that, the Lord's sitting there and his train is filling this whole room and the room's shaking because one of his servants is talking about him. And we can be the same. We can be overwhelmed with his love and joy and salvation and mercy and kindness and just lift each other up and enter into his presence. Who will we send? Lord, here I am. I can go on, there's a part about the cleansing his lips. That's a good passage too. So your assignment after reading Psalm 91 is to read Isaiah 6. Okay. All right. Yes, I'll need 2 just to begin. My name is David Olson. David Olson. I come from the Swedish side of the Messianic family. It's kind of messy up there. And it is tradition that we read the Megillah, or the book of Esther, at this time. Because what did Moses do? He rehearsed in Joshua's ears. Joshua rehearsed in the ears of the elders. The elders rehearsed and Moses was told from the Father that when your son asks you, what does this mean? That we're supposed to tell. So we're doing the telling, okay? This is the telling, Mr. Olson style. So there's a little, you'll hopefully we'll have fun with this, okay? Heavenly Father, we just bless you because you are good and you're worthy. And I just pray that even in this experience of having some fun and remembering that it's a rehearsal of eternity, when we rehearse in our ears the memorial, the work that you did for us on our behalf, that you showed us through the patriarchs and matriarchs and gave us an example that we too could live out an example unto your name, to your glory. B'Shem Yeshua. Amen. Okay, so I'm going to look backstage to make sure my actors are all ready. Oh, yeah, they are. Okay. Okay, so don't you worry, because you're just the audience. I'm just going to draw from my actors. But I will need a little participation. Let me just make sure. Do we have a handheld? I don't need it for myself, but obviously I will be calling upon some of my actors. They're volunteering. They just don't know it yet. That one. Okay, good. All right, let's practice. Hello. Hello. Okay. No, not you guys. I'm looking at them. Eye contact. Okay, so, well, I don't know. That was good inflection. Keep it up. Okay, so here's the idea. In the beginning, oh yes, the other pieces of paper. We're going to need some pieces of paper. I may look at you, and if you are absolutely terrified, I might move on so as to not incriminate the extremely innocent. But then again, you never know. There might be someone that might need a little incriminating here and there. Could you hold that piece of paper for me? That would be great. All right. This is a little paperwork, like for most people. Would you hold that? Okay. There's no test at the end, but I do have to hand out some paperwork. There we go. Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah, let's see. You ought to have, let's try. Yeah, hold that. I'll get to the rest of these in a minute. Hold that one, would you? I just had some people that needed needed some special attention. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. In the meadowlands of Peru, a very grassy territory, there once lived a governor, Governor Hazardous. Come up here, good sir. My actor. Yes. There we go. Just stand right here for a moment. His name is Hazardous. Yes. He didn't get this position of governor by studying real hard. What happened was his daddy died. And so he came into 127 counties, all the way from Lake, all the way down to Switzerland, from Posey to Steuben. I have to get my directions correct, okay? So, but he was not a very resourceful fellow, but he did have a lot of resources, and therefore he would call upon those resources in times of need. So let's give it up for the Gov. Okay. Have a seat here, Gov. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, there was one big idea that the governor had down pat. I mean, if you wanted to guess what the governor would probably figure, it was, let's have a party. So he said, let's have a party.
Let's have a party.
Yeah. Oh, so they did. They had a party. These people over here said, party. Party. These people, it was Peru, so they said, Peruvian circus. Peruvian circus. I think they got you beat here. So, all right. And when it lasted 6 months. Yeah, 6 months. And when the 6 months was over and all the toilet paper was gone, all of the people looked at Hazardous and they were waiting for the next big idea. And Hazardous stood up with an inspiration. He said, let's have a party.
Party.
Yeah. So, but the people you can sit back down. You're partying. The people around the governor's mansion said, yeah, let's party. But the people down in the southern part of the counties, they said, no, we're going home. So this was a localized thing now. And here he is. He's in the height of his sugar coma. He's feeling really good. He's in the groove. But the thing is, he needs a little distraction. Cross your legs for a minute. He's got to go to the little boy's room. Yeah. Okay, so there you go. Wow, that's amazing. You wonder where I get these professional actors. I mean, aren't you riveted by this? Don't go to the bathroom just because you see. Okay. Anyway, so he decides that in this moment he's going to have a great idea, a distraction. He's going to call upon the lovely, beautiful wife Queen Vanity, all right? But he needs a couple of guys. He needs his servants, Carcass, and who do we have? Not you. Carcass, come on up here, and Garmadon, and Big Fan, come on up here. Big Fan, whoa. Yeah, so, okay, that's good. You stand over there, and you say, you tell your servants there, go get me Queen Vanity.
Go get me Queen Vanity.
That's right. So come on over here. Queen, stand up, my dear. Oh, yeah. Oh, you just stay right there because we know you ain't going nowhere, are you? we, in fact, locked your car so you can't get out. But that's right. Queen Vanity, she was an amazing stunt artist. She was good with magic, and she also did the steel drums pretty well on the side. But here she was, and the three guys came, and they all said together, "Hey, Vanna."
Hey, Vanna.
The king wants you
The king wants you.
for his party.
For his party.
Now you got to do this really well. You know. Oh. Vanity is not impressed. She is not moved by this. I mean, she is not about to be put on some sort of display like a storage unit, like to be displayed before a bunch of people that obviously have been partying for 6 months, probably need to brush their teeth, brush their hair, and other hygienic things. Ew, right? So what she does is she holds up her hands. You can set that vanity down. Wait, set that vanity down. Oh. Okay, and you hold up your hands and you say, like, I just finished my nails.
I just finished my nails.
And like, party atmosphere.
Party
Atmosphere. It makes my mascara run. Yeah.
It makes my party.
My mascara run. Run. Just say run. Yeah.
Run.
So the last thing you have to do is you have to go like this. You say, like, no is the answer.
No.
So Vanity slammed the door on a Big Fan and who is the other guy? Big Fan and Garmadon, and so they grabbed their carcass over here to Hazardous. They reported to him, who has been ever patiently waiting, of course. So when they told him what the deal was, he stood up and down. He stood up and jumped up and down. Okay, well, yeah. And he scratched his head, and he said, that was her last stunt.
That was her last stunt.
Yeah. And now he's got an inspiration here, and he says, send her. Think hard. Send her
To Kentucky.
Away.
Away, I'm sorry.
Away. Okay.
Like the man said.
So you go get her. Actually, just stand by her. Just stand by her. Yeah. There you go. So you stand up for just a moment, and they put her in the get away car, and away she goes. So let us give Vanity a hand for her great work. And that was it. You may sit down. Okay, you three guys, I'm going to need you to sit right here again. The governor's anger subsided. Sometime later, after the dishes were cleaned and the party hats were put away, the governor said to himself, what's my next idea? So he looks around, trying to thinking what to do, when he gets an idea. And he goes, vanity.
Vanity.
Oh, it's all vanity. But then he realizes, no, she was put on the getaway car and she ain't coming back. So now he knows he's got to talk to his wise men, people. Okay. So stand up here. Come on over here. Oh, you guys, yeah, you shift over to one side because we must consult with the extremely wise. That would be like Larry, Mo, Curly, Shep, and the rest of their friends. And so what you're going to do is you're going to say to them, wise guys, lend me your ears.
Lend me your ears.
And now in great wisdom, you kind of lean forward, give a confused look, and you go, what? Okay. So they need some explanation. So you got to tell them exactly what it is. Say, vanity.
Vanity.
It's all vanity.
It's all vanity.
Oh, and that makes sense now. So you all stand up, and you're going to, this is complicated, but try to pay attention here. You're going to stroke your beards, turn to each other, scratch your wise heads, and consult. Okay, very good. Very good. And over much deliberation, and after about 19 UN resolutions, they have come up with the plan that the governor needs. Stay right there. So we're going to talk to Larry. Larry, you are going to say to the governor, we counseleth thee.
We counseleth thee.
Pledge thy troth.
Pledge thy troth.
To another.
To another.
And the governor says, say what? Okay. Larry, that was a nice try. Okay. Curly. We're going to try Curly. Curly, you're going to say, merge thy being.
Merge thy being.
In an affiliation.
In an affiliation.
With one more excellent.
With one more excellent.
Than she who has vacated that position.
Than he.
She. As far as we know.
Than she.
Who has vacated that position.
Has vacated
that position.
That position.
And the governor says,
what?
Yeah, there you go. So we need to go to Mo Mucan, that's it. Mo, you say, find another wife.
Find another wife.
Oh, okay, you can all sit down. And the governor says, I like that idea the best.
I like that idea the best.
Okay, so he goes and sits down. We're going to get Big Fan, Carcass, and Garmadon back up here. Follow me. And as I pick out ladies, you are going to just bring them up here to the center so they can start their treatment process. Let's see. Hi. Let's see. Duck, goose. This one. Duck, goose. This one. Hey, Big Fan, Carcass, what are you doing? Get these ladies here. Duck, goose. Here's a goose. Duck, goose. There's, goose, right here. Here's a goose. Okay, that's right. Now, you just stay right there. We need a couple more geese. Duck, goose. Yes, that's lovely. All right, probably one more. Duck, goose. Would you come, my dear? Oh, good. We need one more. Big Fan. He's going to help you bring on up there. Oh, yeah. Now, they are actually going into a special place called a harem. Now, you guys can sit down. It's like a beauty makeup place, I'm sure. Yeah, that's what I read it on the internet, so it's got to be true.
Of course, you can trust everything on that.
Exactly. So now they are here, but they are with a fellow that is taking care of them, and his name. Did I already give that name out? It must be Haggai. Yeah, Haggai. Come on up here. Yeah. Okay, now, this is how that works. You say his name, and then he responds. So I want you to stand there. And this is a special thing. I need you to go like this. The smolder. And when I say, hey, guy, you say, hey. Oh. Hey, guy.
Hey.
That's it. All right. Now you say, hey, guy.
Hey.
That's it. He takes care of the peeps, all right? Okay, so where are we? We gather all of these people up. Oh, yeah, now stand up here. I need 2, 4, 6. Good. Pair off. And what you're going to do is you're going to help each other sort of make it look like you're applying skincare cream onto each other's face. That's right. Turn to each other, and you're just going to be putting some moisturizer cream. And this is, I'm sorry, but everybody has a sponsor. This is the time for our sponsor. This program has been brought to you by Rose Milk Skincare Cream. Helps you to feel that kingdom feeling too. All right. Yeah, that's done. Yes. Okay, so here they all are. They're in this treatment plan, right? Now, there just happened to be a righteous and good man. Let's see. I need a righteous and good man. Oh, yeah. Let's try this fellow here. Sir, would you? Yes. Come on up here. Yes. Oh, we'll just have you stand right here for the moment. Okay. Yes. He's a hardworking man, works at the governor's mansion, works part-time in payroll, works part-time in the governor's committee on policy. And, he's an all-around handy guy, so you like him around. His name is Nordic Guy. Okay? Let's hear it for Nordic Guy. Okay, good. Okay. Oh, yeah, now, okay, stay right there, Nordic Guy. I have a special job for you again. There are some things in life that are complicated, right? So when I say the phrase niece cousin, I want you all to say together, it's complicated. Okay, let's try it. She was a niece cousin.
It's complicated.
Thank you. Wonderful. Well, so Nordic Guy, he just happens to have a niece cousin. Right. And that's as far as we're going to go on that. Oh, yeah. Only because there are so many commentaries out there. All right, my dear, would you come here for a second? Yeah, this is great. Okay. Oh, good deal. Okay, I want you to stand here by Nordic Guy. And can you hold this piece of paper for me? Okay, Nordic Guy had a niece cousin. And her name was McGill. But she called herself Lil, but everyone knew her as Hadassah. Everyone knew her as Hadassah, right? Okay, good. Okay, so here she is, and she was definitely a pretty young thing, PYT. Okay, and so she was selected, duck, 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 goose. Come on with me, honey. And you're going to stand up here with these lovely ladies in there. And now I want you all to walk in a little circle right around here just for a moment. Yeah, come with me, honey. Follow me. That's it. Follow me. Keep coming around. Follow me. That's it. So we're walking in a circle so that the governor can give a good eye of inspection. Lean in, governor, and give that eye of inspection. Okay, good. Now, of all of this, all right, you may stop at this time. Hadassah was the one that ultimately caught the governor's eye. And, yes, at that moment, Nordic Guy, thanks for waiting so patiently, he came up and in one of her passes whispered into Hadassah's ear and said, now being Nordic Guy, he said, better not tell anyone.
Better not tell anyone.
Who our family is.
Who our family is.
Your name is Esther.
Your name is Esther.
And say, Esther? Can you say Esther? Yeah, that was good. Esther. Oh, good. Wow. So now hold this side up so all the people can read that. And you say, that's a good girl.
That's a good girl.
And so I need you to just go ahead and have a seat right up here, if you would. So all of the rest of you lovely ladies, you may actually go back to your regularly scheduled program, to your seats. No, stay right here, my dear. Now, we might need your understudy to come and assist, but we will see for now. Okay, so for now, Esther, Hadassah, she was here by the king. Oh, so let's give you a seat so you don't have to stand up. Have a seat right here. Oh, yeah, and would you mind saying hello to Hey Guy? Say, Hey Guy.
Hey, Guy.
That's it. That's good. So she became the new governess, and all of the governor's children, she taught them to sing, and it was really great. The next musical festival in all of Austria. All right. Actually, Hey Guy, would you have a seat back there? Just right here? You never know. I might need you again. Nordic Guy, where are you? Yeah, here's where we're going to need another chair. All right. Fancy that. Your actors, I'm going to have to talk to costuming because they always put them in the wrong costume. Come back here. Oh, no, actually, you're going to hide behind this. Yeah. This is the front desk of the lobby. As I said, Nordic Guy, he liked to hang out in the front lobby in case, well, like some small appliance broke down or somebody needed some IT support, that sort of thing. So here he was. He's reaching down, plugging back in the printer that came unplugged because someone was cleaning after the governor's last party. And he's down there, and who should be standing up here talking but Hey Guy. Hey Guy, Hey, guy. Oh, sorry, wrong guy. Big fan. Big fan. Come on, big fan. Yeah. And let's grab another fellow disgruntled employee. This is horrible. I don't even have a card for you. I could give you a card, but it wouldn't have a name. So you're just going to stand over here by big fan. That's right. And so you're going to say, the two of you are talking, and you say, I am so annoyed.
I can't say that. I am so annoyed.
After Vanity slammed her doors.
After Vanity's, what?
Slammed. She
Slandered.
slammed her doors in my
Slammed
face.
her door in my face.
Yeah. Well, my life has gone down the drain.
My life has just gone down the drain.
I just want to. Okay.
What's he going to say?
I'm going to set this down. We need your riveting body control for this moment. I want you. Well, almost. Almost. I want you to say, I just want to lay hands on the governor.
I just want to lay hands on the governor.
Just like that. Actually, yes. And his fellow employee says, you don't say.
You don't say.
Yeah. Well, so at this, what happens? But Nordic guy, he hears this, and so he sneaks over to hey guy, who's over there, and he tells hey guy, say hey guy. Good. And he tells him what's going on. And to this, hey guy then slips over. Come on, slip over. And he tells the governor what's going on. That's right. So in that, then what it helps if you don't forget where you are. So Nordic guy slips over to hey guy, who informs Hazardous. Hazardous orders an investigation. Comes to find out, hey guy, come here. You got your hands in position. Oh, yeah. And so, hey guy turns him, keep the hands there, and boom, caught his hands in the very position. And sure enough, you know what happened? You can actually go sit back down. But this guy, he has to get in the getaway car, and off he's gone. Well, let's give him a hand. Thank you. All right, you can have a seat again, hey guy. Thank you. That was amazing. He was sent off in the getaway car to St. Elsewhere. Okay. Oh, yeah, Kentucky. Okay. All right, now, let's, Hadassah, Esther, let's have you sit over here by Mrs. Olson for just a minute. There you go. Oh, good. Big fan. We were a big fan of that guy. You'll see his name in the credits with his hands up. Okay. All right, this is the next part of that chapter. We're going to move you down here, actually. Move the chair down. Yeah, because our story moves along. We're in a new position now. I guess you can have a seat over here, Nordic guy. It just so happened that at this time, there was another member of the governor's cabinet, maybe an armoire, I'm not sure. He was a concrete character of cunning, unparalleled cunning. Yes. A prideful and ornate individual. Oh, yeah. Who loved power and prestige. Yes, you know. Christy, hold him there because he knows I'm coming for him. And he always took the elevator up. Come on with me. He took the elevator up. He was self-elevating. He also had a healthy awareness of a family feud that was going on between his family and, believe it or not, Nordic guy. The governor appointed him aggregate general of the General Assembly, second only to the governor himself. His name was, and yes, we can do the traditional here if you want. You can make noise when I say the name. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go.
I love.
Yeah.
You know who I am? Sorry.
Oh, man, that's the man. Oh, yeah, very good. Now, for his rank, everyone had to bow in his presence, okay? Oh, yeah, I need a couple more innocent victims. Persons. Here, come here, innocent victim. An innocent victim. Oh, well, you were a willing person. Come on. Your part is very easy. Don't you worry. All right, so here's the deal. Nordic guy, would you stand up? I'm going to move this chair out of the way. That's why I like light chairs. So you stand here, Mr. Nordic guy. And, oh, man, these are...
I do not like my partner.
All right, come on over here, Flotsam and Jetsam. You are his fan club. You are his peeps. You are with him wherever he goes. So the aggregate G is out for a walk, promenading his wonderful self down the avenue. Boo. And Flotsam and Jetsam walk along, and they walk past. And whoa, all you guys stop for a moment. The aggregate is looking at some flowers or something and thinking how secondarily pretty they are to him. And so Flotsam and Jetsam, they turn around and they notice this guy did not bow like he was supposed to. So they come back over here, stand around Nordic guy, and you say to Nordic guy, hey, you didn't bow.
You didn't bow, sir.
Why not?
Why not?
And Nordic guy says, I only bow to the governor.
I only bow to the governor.
And my creator.
And my creator.
They look at each other. Each other looks at them. They come back over here. Come on. They say, yo, yo. Yo, yo.
Yo, what's up?
That's right. That's excellent. And they tell aggregate G, oh, man, what's going on? And so those two, you may actually go sit down now. You have give those two a hand. They were slippery eels. Yes, but, oh, man, comes back over here. And he stops and he recognizes the face. It is the Family Feud. It is the big McCoy and Hatfield dealie. McCoyevich and Hatfieldicher. They were Jewish names, I'm sure. Middle Eastern or something. And he sees and it's best if you look at your notes here. Okay. Oh, yes, that's right. Quickly recognizing the family traits, his blood boiled, and he said, hark.
Hark.
My blood boileth.
My blood boileth.
It's always better in King James. So Nordic guy crosses his arms and he says, that's bad for the health.
That's bad for the health.
Oh, man. Oh, man wants to destroy him here and now, but he holds back and he thinks to himself, plan B. So off he goes, he comes over here to his office, which is 2 doors down from the governor's, right beside the water cooler and the bathroom. And you may sit down over there again. Don't lose your name card. I might forget it. It's me. And so while he's here, he's thinking to himself, he's a big Powerball fan. So he takes his numbers and he writes them down, spells his name backwards, figures out, and he decides on the 13th of Adar, which if you translate through the Vulgate back into Ebonics, into English, it's usually translated something like Adar Fool's Day. Yeah. So he decides to craftily present this information to the governor. So come on over here. Saunter this way. That's right. Yeah. Ooh, this is juicy. Okay, and he approaches the governor and he said, good governor.
Good governor.
There are some silly little people.
There are some silly little people.
Who do silly little things.
Who do silly little things.
They stick their little noses.
They stick their little noses.
In the business of the king.
In the business of the king.
Governor. Sorry.
Governor.
Yeah. It may sound any similarities to other productions is purely coincidental, and this is original work.
It sure is.
Yes. Now, it's getting hot in here. The governor, are my ears turning? Is this heavy? Are my ears turning red? Okay. Now, the governor is too busy. He is planning his next big party, so he just kind of says, you just take care of it.
You just take care of it.
And so he hands him his name badge. That's right, I should have had a name badge. Where's my props, my master, anyway. So he comes back to his office, sits down, plans it out, writes out the death diagram, the diabolical deed, well, you get the idea. And for the family of Nordic guy, and then he gets dispatch. So you two guys, man, we need another dispatch now that Big Fan is dead. Or at least he's been sent away.
Fan's eating Kentucky Fried Chicken right
Oh, that's right. So he sends dispatches. All right, and you are going to go halfway down this aisle, and you are going to go halfway down this aisle, and you're going to make it look like you are proclaiming the edict of the death of Nordic Guy's people. Well, Nordic Guy catches word of this. Yes. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. Come on over here, Nordic Guy. All right, you two guys, you may sit back down again. You're doing such an incredible job. Yes. Nordic Guy hears the news, and he is distraught. Here, take your jacket off. He rents his garment in half. Half the time. Oh, yes, I do need it.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you worry. It will be whole when we're done. He rents the garment half the time to a ditch digger in South Bend. And then he rents it to another a guy from Louisiana for the rest of the time, who works with crawdads and all that stuff. And so by the time they're done renting, it's a little, yeah. Well, so there you have it. Well, now, okay, this is where I need Hadassah again. Miss Hadassah, would you come here, my dear? I mean, Esther. I keep forgetting, Have a seat right there. Did you know Esther had a lobby balcony that she could see out? Who looks out of the balcony in the lobby? Anyway, she could see Nordic Guy down there, and she could just about smell his rent garment coming at her. So, oh yeah. Oh no, you just no. She can smell it.
Oh, okay.
The scent is giving it away, and she sees the dirt on there from the ditch digger guy. Right? Can you see it? Just see. Yeah. Okay, good. All right. So now we need one more. Perfect. Come here. We need the runner guy. His name was Haytok. Come on over here, Haytok. Nice. And you say, Haytok.
Haytok.
Good. Say, go ask Nordic Guy.
Go ask Nordic Guy.
What's up?
What's up?
Okay, so you come on over here. Actually, come on over here, Nordic Guy, because you are in distress. Have a seat there. And so Nordic Guy tells Haytok, which is very similar to Pure Talk, but a much better plan. If you call now, sorry, that's the next, okay. That'll be the next show's producer. Okay, so he asks, and he says our day is set for a day of destruction. Oh, and Nordic Guy says, you must tell the queen.
You must tell the queen.
The sky is falling.
The sky is falling.
And we must tell the king.
And we must tell the king.
Governor.
Governor.
Yes. So he comes, go talk to Gov Hubby.
Go talk to Gov Hubby.
Yeah, that's right. Whoa, you're just the messenger here, right? Okay, so Haytok talks to Esther Hadassah and tells her the deal, that she has to go and talk to the governor. Now, here's the deal with talking to the governor. It's not a good idea, right? Why is that? Because that committee on policy, on Peruvian policy, by the way, it was no circus there. It was that without appointment, you could be banished. If you tried to approach the governor, you could end yourself up on the Isle of Tickling, or even worse, in the mailroom. She did not want that. So she looked at him and she just said, I can't. So go back over there and tell him she can't. Tell her you must.
You must.
I can't.
I can't.
Mailroom. Say mailroom.
Mailroom.
And this is that moment where Nordic Guy stands up. This is your great dramatic moment. He's going to quote from a great piece of literature, the Bible. And of all places, he quotes from a specific book in the Bible. And he says to Haytok, for such a time as this.
For such a time as this.
Wah, wah, wah. Oh, you guys. Wah, wah, wah. Nice. Oh, Haytok is not quite sure what that means. He understands a wah, wah, wah. But come on over. And he tells Hadassah, Esther, the news.
for such a time as this.
Nice. And she gets the story. And so she says, okay,
Okay,
I will
I will
pray.
pray.
And if I don't make it,
If I don't make it,
it's the mail room for me.
it's mail room for me.
Yeah. You are just really, I thank you. You are really good. Okay. So, Hey Talk, you can go tell him, and then you can go have a seat. Thank you. Let's hear it for Hey Talk. Only $39.95 for unlimited talk and text. Call now. Operators are standing by. Call after the program. Operators will be standing by. Okay, so, Queen. Oh, nice to see you. Sometimes you have atmosphere people. They just help create. Okay, can you step down? This is that moment. Come on over here. Come over here by me. No, stand up. I'm gonna make you pretty. You got a better shape than me. Okay, all right. So you are going to go and see the governor. Okay, so hold that. Oh, I will. Yes. Oh yeah, right here. And we stop right here. And look, there's your dad. Your dad's right there. And so, yeah. Oh, in fact. How about you sit on Daddy's lap for just a minute? That's probably a good thing. However, the governor turns his chair so he can see his lovely PYT. And he goes, wowzer.
Wowzer.
And that's it. And then Hadassah says, oh, Hazzy,
Oh, Hazy,
would you do me a fave?
you do me a fave.
Yeah. Oh, and the governor says, up to half the budget of Social Security.
Up to half the budget of Social Security.
And, woohoo, how about this? Aggregate general that happens to be in the presence right now anyway. So she says, would you and Aggie
Would you and Aggie
come to a pizza party
come to a pizza party
tomorrow?
tomorrow?
Ooh, hot diggity dog. He says, ookie doo.
Okie doo.
I love pizza.
I love pizza.
Yeah. And so, yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, that's good. So, what they do, am I on, oh man, I'm already down. Okay, so come on down here. Governor, let's move your chair. We are now in the next position, right here. And the two of you stand up. Nordic guy, I'm going to have you sit on this step, for I need your chair. All right. Okay, so here we go. Oh, yeah. How about, Governor, you sit in this chair right over here. And then, Hadassah, you sit there. And, oh, man, you sit here. Okay. Oh, here's your paper. Thank you. I don't want to forget who you are. You just never know. And so here they are. They're eating. And all of a sudden, the king says, Queenie Pooh,
Queenie Pooh.
up to half of LeBron James' salary.
Up to half a who? LeBron James' salary.
That's it. I don't know either. And she says, well,
Well,
would you come
would you come?
to a party again tomorrow?
Would you come to a party again tomorrow?
It's Chinese takeout.
It's Chinese takeout.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Hot diggity dog. And he says, yeah, you betcha.
Yeah, you betcha.
Okay, so I have to follow my notes. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so we'll leave you right there. And Esther, or Hadassah, you come over here. I'm going to have you stand by this chair, and you're going to start making Chinese food right there. So just put your paper down, pretend like you're making Chinese food. And oh man, he gets up, and he's strutting. And Nordic guy, stand up. He's strutting home like a peacock, and they happen to accidentally run into each other. Yeah, that's it. Yes. Oh yeah. Okay, so now this is where it's a nonverbal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, no verbs. Okay, so man wants Nordic guy to bow. So he tries to give, that's right. That's right. And so Nordic guy does not get it. And he's like, are you doing some sort of dance? Oh, boom. Yeah, so when man bows, Nordic guy says, Nordic guy says, why, thank you.
Oh, why, thank you.
Oh. So he says, "Ooh, you get my dander.
You get my dander.
You shiver my timbers.
You shiver my timbers.
You get my goat.
You get my. I don't have goats.
Oh,
You get my cow.
you get my meaning. You get what I'm talking about.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, that's right. So off he goes to. So come on back over. Come on down here. Oh man, you stand right here. Yes, we're gonna need. Would you come up here for just a moment? Yes, this is. This is Mrs. H, or Mrs. I'm not sure how it is. And so here they are at his house, and Mrs. H says, "What is going on?"
What is going on?
And oh man, that's right. He says,
I'm so mad.
he says, "I went to a party
I went to a party
and I got invited back,
and I got invited back.
but none of that means anything because." So, that's right. So, she says, oh, that's right. Can't miss this line. Nordic guy exercises my nerves.
Nordic guy exercises my nerves.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you. Never miss out on a good groan. Okay, don't get worked up.
Don't get worked up.
Go to Has right now.
Go to what?
Has, like hazardous.
Okay, go
King-
to Has
Governor.
right now.
And have him write an executive order
Have him write an executive order
to send Nordic to the mailroom.
to send Nordic to the mailroom.
Oh, that's a good idea. Thank you. You may sit down. I'm going to use you again. So here he is. He's on his way. We have to pause you in midair, though, because now Governor Hazardous, he is not used to this good food, see? And so the deal is that it was all organic veggie pizza and keto. And so what happened was he power napped. And so all of a sudden, with all his energy, he can't figure out what to do. All right, so he plugs in a couple of Princess Diary films. No, that's not doing it. Okay, so he puts in a C-SPAN filibuster. No, that's not doing it. So he calls for, come here, Burgess. No, I promised you I wouldn't. Come here for an innocent victim, bystander. And so he stands right here. Oh, I guess you can have that piece of paper. And he says, read to me from the chronicles of my life.
Read to me from the chronicles of my life.
Hazardous Memoirs,
Hazardous Memoirs.
chapter 457.
Chapter 457.
The governor's life is saved
Governor's life is saved.
by a heroic act of Nordic guy.
Governor's life is saved by a heroic act.
The governor sits up. Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Well,
What?
what did we do for him?
What do we do for him?
And he looks. Chapter 458.
458.
Oh, no, that's not right. That's
No, that's not right.
Okay, so you can leave. And so the governor sits down. And he's trying to think, what could he do? What could he do? What? Oh, a party. No. We already had a party. Another party. No, we had another party too. So he's thinking, what? But he hears something stirring. Make a stirring noise. Yeah, there you go. Okay, something. Who is listening for something stirring in the middle of the night of your own house? What's going on with that? So he says, who's out there?
Who's out there?
And so this is,
Tis I.
yes. So
Common.
yeah. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, well, that's
Forgot my name.
I went with the Ashkenazic pronunciation, not the Sephardic. So,
Really?
yeah, sorry. So he comes over here, and he's about to say something. He goes, but the governor says, tell me something, AG.
Tell me something, AG.
What would I do for someone that I think is really cool?
What would I do for somebody that I think is really cool?
Really hip?
Really hip?
Really groovy?
Really groovy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 1970s Peruvian talk. Just go with me. Okay, so obviously, man steps over here, and he says, we know who he's talking about.
Well, we know who he's talking about.
That's right. So we're gonna come up with a good plan. Come back over here now that I'm over here. Here's the microphone. And he says, what you would do
So what you would do
is you'd make a human carrying chair.
human carrying chair
You would take one of your last fancy ties
and take one of your last fancy ties
from the State of the State speech.
from the State of the State speech.
Oh, it's not coming out now. Yeah, would you help me? And you would take one of your top people. Okay, well, maybe we'll assimilate that. Costume! Man, this is hot in here. Who turned up the heat? That's big. Oh, you did it. Thanks. Here,
I think I did.
hold that, would you? Thank you. And then you're going to parade him around and say, oh, this is what is done to the man that pleases the governor.
And this is what is done to the please the man, the governor.
Yeah. What Jason said earlier. That sounds great.
That sounds great.
Now go and do that to
Now go and do that too.
Nordic guy.
Nordic guy.
Whoa. Whoa. So now here we go. You're doing great. Just stay right there. Okay, let's see. I need, Brian, would you come here, good sir? And, hey, guy, I need you. The two of you, you're going to put your hands like that. Yeah, however you do it. Okay, and you're going to sit up there. Oh, yeah, put that on him. Yeah, over top of his tie. Why didn't I think he already had a tie? Yeah, that's okay. And so they parade, and, oh, man. He says, well, this is what is done
This is what is done
to the guy who's really cool,
to the guy who's really cool,
that the governor really likes,
that the governor loves.
etc. Okay, and you can set him down, and you may go sit down. Amazing chair, isn't it? Give them a hand, and you may go back over to that corner. Oh, yeah, give me that tie. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, he is upset. Come back here to your house. Come here, Mrs. H. Oh, where's my notes?
Worst day ever.
Yeah, that's right. So AG tells Mrs. Oh, man. Actually, what happens is she sees the look on his face and she goes, man.
Man.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Really that bad, huh?
So what happens is he tells her the story, and what does she say in the end? Oh, honey child.
Oh, honey child.
You might just be going down.
You just might be going down.
Oh, thanks, dear.
Oh, thanks, dear.
Okay, you may go sit down. Whoa! Just at that moment, hey, guy. Hey, yeah, okay, good. He comes to get him, bring him back to the party. Where's our other chairs? Okay, oh, yeah. Okay, so place him again. Hey, come on, you sit there. And Adasa, Esther, you sit there. Okay, so here we are. You all know how this goes. They're eating Chinese takeout. Esther, my sweet egg foo young.
Esther, my sweet egg foo young.
Up of half to what I can buy you on Amazon.
Up to half of what I can buy you on Amazon.
Well, this is your moment, my dear. This is where you say it all. You say, please help me.
Please help me
And my people.
and my people.
Would you sit on him for just a minute? That would be good. That would be good. And this is the moment where the governor says, "What?
What?
And this is what. Oh man, he says, "What? No."
No.
That's right. And so what happens is, hey, guy comes in, and he has to bring. I think this is the time for the understudy. Come here, understudy. Yeah, there you go. There you go. And hey, guy, you're going to take, oh, man, and you're going to bring him to the aisle of perpetual tickling. Let's give him a hand. That was amazing. Have a seat there, my dear. Okay, now, Nordic guy is called in. This is where things move quickly. And the governor says, there's been a change of administration.
There's been a change of administration.
So I gather, let me write a new edict for you.
Let me write a new edict for you.
So what happens, as we know, is that another edict goes out proclaiming that Nordic guy's family can not only survive the day, but they must defend themselves and their property. And it goes on actually for 2 days in the governor's in the environs of the governor's mansion. And so the enemies are defeated. Oh, this is the moment where I need. Okay, let's see here. Actually, yeah, you're the wise guys. So you guys stand up over here, and you guys stand up over there. That's right. And you're going to say, attack! Because you want to wipe out the Nordic guy people because you want their property. It sounds great. And in the meantime, there's a whole bunch more of you, so you say, roar! Roar! Oh, yeah. And so all of a sudden you go, yipe! And you sit down. And that was the end of that. That was very nice. Okay, you may sit down. So the enemies are defeated, and the mailroom is completely staffed by newly banished citizens. Nordic guy is then invited onto the elevator and is elevated himself to his new position. And he gets the name. Oh, yeah, yeah. You can have a seat. He gets the name badge of the governor in order to make edicts and things, and so in this process, Nordic guy then writes an edict that we are to celebrate this once every year and retell the story. So now, you may sit over there, all three of you, if you would. I'm going to take just a quick moment and redesign this picture for you, if I may. There's a really neat picture to this called a chiastic. All right. May I have you, good sir, you were Garmadon. Yeah, that was. Well, didn't you recognize Harbona? Garmadon, that was about the same. Okay, you stand here. The book of Esther starts off with a party, right? Woohoo, circus. The book ends with a party. Sam, would you come here, good sir? A party of the celebration of the Jews, right? The book goes from the party, come here, good sir, to the elevation of a man. The book, in opposition, would you come here, my dear? Ends with the elevation of a man, of a person, right? So party, elevation, elevation. See where we're heading here? This is good, isn't it? It goes to banquet, rolling of the dice, 3B. Oh, yeah. Would you come here and you come here, my dear? This is very easy. Here is the rolling of the dice, and come on over here, and the picking of the 13th of Adar, and then over here's the 13th of Adar, and the 14th, consequently, and how they play out, how they are manifested. May I take the two of you? I just need good bodies. Warm, happy people. So you're wondering, where is this going to end up? Don't say it. Have you figured it out where it's going to end up? Okay, you stand over here. After the picking of the 13th of Adar, we have the banquet, the first banquet, right? And then over here we have the second banquet, which exposes Haman. And so what do we have in the middle? We have, actually there's a couple more, but my dear, would you come here? This is my lovely. I can put her in the middle. What is in the middle? It is the point where Haman is humiliated and Mordecai is elevated. So let me read to you a passage of Scripture that essentially says we were appointed, you and I, like Jason was saying earlier, you and I were appointed for a day of death. We were not only delivered from the day, we were brought into the kingdom, into the palace, and became children of the king of all, as he said. Stay right there for just a moment. This is Ephesians 2. And you were dead in your trespasses and sins in which you formerly walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, of the spirit, which is now working in the sons of disobedience, Among them, too, we all formerly lived in the lusts of our flesh, indulging the desires of the flesh and of the mind, and were by nature children of wrath, even as the rest. But Yahweh, say, but Yahweh, being rich in mercy because of his great love with which he loved us, even when we were dead in our transgressions, made us alive together in Messiah. Hallelujah. This is why we celebrate Purim. Thank you all.
You probably wondered where I got Kentucky, hazardous Kentucky, or Hazard, Kentucky. Okay, so I have instructions. I heard a word that we're going to go straight into dinner and bypass the games. Okay, so I guess let's go ahead and pray, right? Our Heavenly Father, we thank you for your goodness. Father, we thank you for the stories that are in the Word to help us just understand the character and the heart of our Father, who from the very beginning has desired to dwell with your people, with your creation. And so you've created all things for your own good pleasure. And so we stand here tonight as we reflect on those stories and the love that you have for your people. And we just thank you. And we just pray that you would help us to have a heart like you for others, to bring them into a knowledge of your Son who died for us. And just help us as we carry on until you come back for your bride. Help us, Father, to act like a bride, and Father, to lift you up in everything we say and do, and to encourage one another until that day comes. And so we thank you also for the food that's been provided, and we thank you for all the hands that participated in making this a special day. We ask this in Yeshua's name. Amen.